Hello, Living Dead Dolls fans. This is Josh, aka Doggiepants, coming at you with another Living Dead Dolls review. Obviously, there are no new dolls that have come out. We're still waiting on. I guess the next doll that we'll probably see is Krampus, which is a German exclusive. Should be coming up pretty soon. And then we're just kind of waiting for Chucky, Tiffany, some of the figurines, and hopefully Series 27 picks probably in November. Although I think it's probably going to be maybe even later than that. We'll see. Yeah, so since nothing's coming out, I I wanted to do another review, and I had a lot of people asking me to do reviews of past dolls, which is totally cool. I guess I've just been focusing on the new ones because I wanted people to see, what they look like before they could purchase them. But, the same applies, I guess, to the older dolls, so I'm going to go for it. And also in my last review, which I did of Dracula, a lot of people saw behind me in the on my doll shelves, Claret Winter, which is a doll that's somewhat difficult to get a hold of. I totally got a hold of her completely by chance. It was amazing, and I got her for a decent amount. And she is missing her death certificate, but small price to pay, in my opinion, to get a doll like that. So I thought I would do a review of Claret Winter. I thought it might be a lot of fun. So let me give you a little bit of a background of Claret. Claret is actually technically part of Series 19, which is the Children of the Night, the vampire series. She's not part of the original 5 that was released, like wide released throughout the world. She was part of the variant set. So a variant set was released through Mezco Direct. And in that variant set, she was a chase doll. So they had the 5 that were, wide released, and then the variant version of them, and then they also had Claret Winter. What was interesting about that too, I'm sorry, I'm going into all kinds of history, is that when they first released names in Series 19, Claret Winter was included and Sabbath of Blood was not. So I've always wondered, and I guess, I could ask the guys, there's all kinds of questions I'd like to ask them, actually. I should send weird stuff like this, but I've always wondered if Claret Winter was intended to be part of the original series, and they just shuffled it around, decided to make her what she is today. I don't know. Yeah, but let's get to the doll, shall we? Here she is. So here is her coffin. She comes in a pretty standard black coffin. There's no handles. Whoa, she's falling right out. Sorry, didn't have a lid on her. The chipboard says, "She feasts upon the warm crimson flow, her hunger consumes her like blinding snow. In the cold windy night she stalks her prey, and she rips your throat, the blood will... and as she rips your throat, the blood will spray." Sorry. So here is a picture of the chipboard. So it says Claret Winter right on the top. And then here on the left, we have a photo of a castle. It's kind of like a Dracula castle. Then we have this kind of scary image of her face up here on the right. And it says Children of the Night on the bottom, which is the tagline for Series 19. Great. So let's take her out of the coffin. Here she is. Claret Winter. Pretty cool doll. She's actually pretty simple for being such a hard to find doll. She has this white dress. I guess we'll start with the dress, shall we? She has this simple white dress, which kind of has a wedding dress feel to it. I don't know if she's intended to be a bride or not, but she definitely has that feel about her, although she doesn't have any kind of a veil or anything. The dress has 2 layers to it. So the under part is just kind of a satin, but there's no other layer. There's no tulle or anything underneath that. So it's just the satin here, and then we have the lace laying over top of it. And the lace has a floral pattern. I don't know if you can see that. All the way around the bottom and up it as well. It is attached in the back of the dress, so it's sewn all the way down here, so you can't actually really separate the two. And then it does Velcro up the back. So the top part of her dress, here we go, has this really nice flower detail right here in the center, and it has an actual jewel right in the center. I don't know if you can see that. And then she does have the puffy 1980s bride sleeves going on for her. They do have lace running along the side as well. And then just satin from here down on both sides. She has the blood stain, which is coming out of her mouth and going down the front of her dress, and it goes all the way down here, and it does show up on the sleeves as well. She does not come with shoes, so she's a barefoot doll. No socks, no shoes, but that's cool. I dig barefoot dolls, no problem there. And her dress does have a really high neck that goes all the way around as well. So that's her dress. Let's get to her hair. Her hair is pretty big and crazy. She has a really tight curly hair that we've seen all the way back to Hollywood. But what's different with her is she has these straight bangs. So I'll bring that a little bit close. So she's got the big poofiness all the way around, but the front actually has straight bangs. And I've never seen anybody actually rocking this haircut, but Living Dead doll, Claret Winter, does it pretty well. There's actually another Living Dead doll that they made, not right after, but pretty close after Claret Winter, that had pretty much the same haircut. And I don't know if you can see her, but I have her. She's way up there. She's Pixie from Series 21, Things with Wings. Very similar haircut. A little bit bigger. Hers is more of kind of an afro thing going on. But, yeah. But I like Claret's hair quite a bit. It's pretty thinly rooted up along the top. You can see a lot of her scalp. But that totally makes sense with this kind of hair, because otherwise, I mean, it would be insane if you tried to root any more of it. It would just go on forever. So yeah, that's her hair. It's really nice quality, and you do have to tame it a little bit. So I'm constantly, if I mess around with her, I try to make sure that it doesn't go everywhere, because you'll get little curls that stick up and, shoot to the sky. Her face paint is very clean. It's very nice. She has one of the first, I'm trying to think if any other doll really has this, but I think Claret might have been the first one. She has the drawn-on teeth, and there are other dolls from Series 19 that have the drawn-on teeth as well, but hers are outlined in black, kind of like you saw with Hansel and Gretel with the Scary Tales series. So they do look somewhat cartoonish, which is totally cool. It kind of works for her in a weird way. I don't know why they went that route, but they did. She has a really red lip, and then she has the blood all the way around her mouth, which continues down the front of her dress like we spoke of before. And her eyes, again, I'll come closer. She has a very bright red eye with the black that goes all the way around it. And then past that black, and I don't know if you can see in this video, but it does have a little bit of kind of a smoky look to it. So it does fade out a little bit. Not quite as much as like dolls from Series 6 and things like that, where they really got into the airbrushing. But it does have that feel about it as well. Her skin is a really interesting color, and I haven't seen them use this, I don't think, on anybody else. It's not quite green. Come on, there you go. So it's this grayish green kind of color to it. It's really nice. She does look really dead and pretty frightening. One other cool thing about Claret Winter is that she does actually glow in the dark. So her whole body glows. If you want to take the dress off, you could actually see the whole thing, which is a really nice touch, because some of the dolls, especially the earlier dolls that they did, they just had the eyes glow, or they just had the face glow, but her entire body glows in the dark, which is a really, really nice touch. Yeah, and I think that's probably it for Claret Winter. She's pretty simple. She's great quality doll. There's no stray threads, nothing. Her dress is really detailed. It's done extremely nice. Her hair does need some managing, but not a problem with me. Out of 4 stars, I would feel shame if I didn't give her anything but 4 stars, because, come on, I mean, she's Claret Winter. She's up there with Frozen Charlotte and Rain and, the dolls that are impossible to get a hold of. So I give her 4 stars. She's hard to get, but she is a doll that's worth it, and she's going to stay with me forever, probably. Yeah, so get out there and get her if you can afford it. I know she's crazy. I just saw one on eBay that was going for like $350, which is total crazy pants. But hey, if you got $1 million, then get out and buy her. Yeah, but that's it. Thanks for watching my review. I'm going to try to review some of the other dolls that are a little bit harder to find that I have in my collection, because, if I can help, I'd like to. So thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
She asked me why I'm just a hairy guy. I'm hairy now.